Welcome back to the Real Cinema Squad. I'm Austin, and that's Ty, and it is Deadpool Wolverine week. We are super excited for this new Marvel movie. Honestly, probably going to be a return to form, Ty. I think Deadpool Wolverine is honestly probably going to get us excited for what Marvel used to be like. And based on these first impressions that are coming out from the premiere that happened last night, I'm thinking we are in for a treat. I think we're going to get some really great action here, a love letter to the fans of Wolverine and the Fox movies that came before. And so what I want to do is I want to go through these first reviews from reviewers who saw the movie already. I know you and me, Ty, and Roman are super excited to see this movie this weekend. I think we have some final predictions here based on what we're seeing here with the first impressions. And so let's go through these and see what people have to say about it. All right, so as you can see here, we says Deadpool and Wolverine is a shot in the arm. The MCU is so desperately needed. Vulgar, violent, scathing, and at times even touching. This R-rated romp holds nothing back, delivering on everything its fans want with maximum effort. It even managed to pay respect to Fox's eras. So that's promising right there. We also got another one that says, Deadpool and Wolverine is so much fun. Marvel absolutely threw me a curveball by making this a tribute to the Fox superheroes, but it plays super well. Funny, gory, and massively satisfying. That's what I'm seeing here as a consistency. Even shocker to no one that Deadpool Wolverine reactions are calling it Marvel's best since Endgame. We are so back. After a lackluster round of movies since Spider-Man No Way Home, this is exactly what I wanted to hear. And the fact that we possibly are getting just a love letter to those Fox movies we grew up with, I think is even better. Even here it says Deadpool and Wolverine is as exciting as you're expecting it to be. It manages to have the same tone as the previous films with super funny jokes and a story that will have you laughing and crying. Hugh Jackman delivers one of his best performances as Wolverine, which is super impressive considering he's been doing this for over a decade.
I was about to say, I feel like every movie that comes out recently with, Wolverine, and it's like, oh, this is his best performance as Wolverine. Oh, this is his best performance as Wolverine. It's like he keeps getting better and better. And it just makes you yearn for more and more Wolverine, which I hope we get more Wolverine in Secret Wars and future MCU projects, which fingers crossed that happens. But this is really exciting. It's exciting news, man.
I mean, we even have right here, this is a high energy ode to superhero cinema past that goes beyond nostalgia into a kid in a candy store madness. I mean, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have something special, I think, that we are not even really prepared for. I mean, even the scene where Hugh Jackman looks to the camera and says Logan was never good to begin with, elicited gas from my audience. Like, they're literally this is gonna be like a breaking the fourth wall to everything that we've seen, honestly, before this.
Yeah, and I think what helps is that they're friends in real life, and so their on-screen chemistry is just going to be through the roof. Pun intended, because I know that Deadpool's going to go through the roof of one of their cars. But seriously, I'm really excited because both of these guys bring something to the table. Reynolds is super funny. Hugh can be funny, but also just brings just excellent acting. And I've never taken Ryan Reynolds as being like the best actor in the world, but he's always been witty, funny, he's got one-liners, and Deadpool is, he's full of one-liners. So it's like the perfect role for him. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, you got this angry Wolverine and this joking Deadpool, and they're coming together and they're going to bond, and it's going to be really, really fun. And I think, going into what to expect in this, we're expecting a ton of cameos, obviously. A lot of Fox universe cameos. Like you said, it's like the swan song. It's like the ode to the old. Yeah, I mean, let's go with some predictions here. What do you expect?
Yeah, a lot of this is based on wish list for me, but I'm thinking just based on the rumors that we've heard so far, based on the trailers that we've seen so far. That final trailer just came out recently, and we saw X-23 from Logan is going to be in it. Laura, she's older, past Logan's death. She's going to get to interact with another version of Logan. And so I think we're going to get some really heartfelt moments there from the Logan standpoint. And wouldn't be surprised if she joins them in the fight. We also, from the trailers, we've seen that Sabretooth is showing up. We've seen
Yeah.
that Toad is showing up. We've seen that Pyro showing up. I think Archangel, there were some other ones that we kind of noticed from the
Yeah.
X-Men
A
side of
lot of
things.
Fox villains. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Fox villains. But I think from a hero standpoint, what I'm hoping to see is some Fantastic Four love, because we're getting closer to a new Fantastic Four movie with Pedro Pascal. And I think this is a real opportunity to reintroduce Fantastic Four from what we've known before to get prepared for a new one. So that could be anywhere from Chris Evans as Human Torch, which would be my choice. But, you know, we already saw Mr. Fantastic. John Krasinski was playing a variant of him in Multiverse of Madness. Could we get Ian Grufford as Mr. Fantastic again? Could we get Jessica Alba as Invisible Woman? It'd be crazy if the Thing showed up. But I honestly am going for Chris Evans as Human Torch. That's really my goal, because I think Chris Evans still has a great partnership with Marvel. Another standpoint, I'm thinking we possibly could get Ben Affleck as Daredevil back. You know, we're getting Daredevil Born Again, this new show for Disney Plus. They're bringing back the Netflix crew. Could we be getting Ben Affleck's Daredevil, or even Jennifer Garner's Elektra? I know there's been some rumors out there about that as well. But I'm thinking that we're probably going to get some sprinkled in there, some X-Men stuff. So not only Hugh Jackman, but Patrick Stewart as Xavier. I think we may get him. It's either going to be him or it's going to be Magneto. I think it's going to be one or the other. Could we get James Marsden's Cyclops? I think Cyclops will show up in this. I just don't know if it's going to be a newer version of him or an older version. But those are kind of my contenders. I'm thinking we're going to get a representation for Fantastic Four. I think we're going to get Daredevil, and I think we're going to get some sprinkled in there with X-Men. But what do you think?
I like it. Obviously, I agree with a few of those. I think we're definitely going to get Elektra, which would then make sense to get Daredevil, Ben Affleck, potentially. I think we're going to get Blade. I think we're going to get Snipes back in action with his Blade character. I think that we're definitely potentially going to see Gambit. There's been some circling rumors forever that Channing Tatum and Gambit, I think we could potentially see Gambit, which would be really cool to finally get Channing Tatum to play that beloved character. As far as like some predictions of mine, this is more maybe a wishful thinking. I would love to see them jump through the portal and save Tony Stark. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if we're going to jump back into Endgame, but oh my gosh. And maybe they're jumping through the portal and maybe we don't get all these cameos that I would love to see, but to see Deadpool like yell, "I am Deadpool," or "I am Marvel Jesus," or whatever he's going to say, you know, like I know he says that at a different point to be funny, but he is in a way, this movie is in a way saving Marvel in a lot of ways. So it's like a double entendre here, but I don't know if he could jump through a portal with Wolverine and one of them take the place of Tony Stark and snap, that would be pretty crazy. I think we could potentially get Tobey Maguire again, you know, that they could run into each other. I don't know if that's during the actual events of the movie or a post-credit scene that we could get Tobey Maguire.
I think we're going to get him for Secret Wars. I think they're going to tease that, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I even saw in the trailer he's doing like the Spider-Man, you know, shooting webs. So I think they're alluding to something, obviously, with Spider-Man. And the rumor has it that like Tobey Maguire and Wolverine, you know, if we get Spider-Man Wolverine leading Secret Wars, you know, that would be pretty epic. So I think that we could potentially get a post-credit scene with like, you know, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, something like that, Andrew Garfield.
Well, I definitely think we're going to get some Avengers stuff within here. We've seen some shots and some leaks and some footage of an Avengers flag that kind of had like a painted on graffiti style, kind of like some anarchy type thing. I don't know what that means, but we're possibly getting Avenger callouts there. We also have seen in the trailers, it looks like Deadpool and Wolverine are in that scene at the beginning of Age of Ultron when they're in the forest and they're fighting those soldiers. And so I don't know if we'll see any of the Avengers but I think they're going to superimpose Deadpool into some of the stuff from the past, not only from Fox, but also from MCU. So Ryan Reynolds recently said that he's shocked that they've been able to keep secret some of these cameos that are in this movie. And so I think they swung for the fences and and Marvel let them do a whole lot.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited, man. Whatever comes, I know it's going to be pretty dang awesome. And we've been looking forward to this for a long time. So I'm ready to watch it.
Well, we would love to know what you guys think out there before you see this movie. Final predictions. I know this is really what's bringing fans back to Marvel. And so we would love to know what you think. So please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.